Hi guys, how you all doing? I hope everyone is really well. Thanks for tuning into this video. I'm going to talk today about my diet because I've had lots of questions about how diet in fact actually really impacts their acne, and they want to know a little bit about what I'm eating because I have managed to clear my skin or keep it relatively clear through diet post-Accutane. So I really stick by the rule that keeping sort of stabilized blood sugar levels is really key to keeping my skin clear. And it's in fact when I'm either eating loads of like highly refined carbohydrates or high sugar foods that my skin does start to break out again. So I thought it's also worth mentioning why sugar does impact your skin and why it can cause some people to break out. I have found that this actually applies to lots of people that I've spoken to, particularly now that I've set up my new Instagram, which if you're not following me on there, please head over and follow me. It's at Sarah_skinstory. And I have spoken to so many people on there who also reconfirmed this, that sugar has a real impact in their acne, in their skin. And it really comes down to stabilizing your blood sugar levels so that you're not having a huge spike in insulin, which insulin is a hormone as well and can have an impact on other hormones within your body, particularly androgens, which have the biggest impact on our skin because they're the hormones that signal to our sebaceous glands to produce oil and cause us to break out. So I'm going to talk you through today, show you everything that I'm going to eat, and yeah, you can come along with me. So first meal of the day is obviously breakfast, which is my favourite meal of the day, and I love this because it's full of healthy fats. We have this every single weekend and it's kind of a healthy version of bacon and eggs in my opinion. So we've got eggs, bacon, avocado, rocket, all taste amazing, and I do treat myself to a bit of bread, but it's a seeded bread, so I'll just show you what this looks like. Super yummy, literally my favourite breakfast, and like I said, we have this every weekend.
When you need my love, call me on my cell phone.
So finished my breakfast and I was just having a chat with my boyfriend, and he basically mentioned that I should probably explain why this is actually good for your skin, because I know normally when you see fried bacon and fried eggs that you would probably assume it's not the healthiest way to start your day. But for me, I'm trying to balance my blood sugar levels, and I do this really by eating a ton of healthy fats. So it's not really like the ketogenic diet, which is where you predominantly eat fats over carbohydrates. I try to still eat enough carbohydrates that I don't feel kind of sluggish, and I'm just not really prepared to go through the whole keto thing. But I do have to say, eating healthy fats is definitely the best way to suppress my hunger, make me feel fuller for longer, and actually have a better impact on my skin. Usually I don't really eat bread, but I thought on this occasion, it's not the end of the world, and sometimes I like to treat myself to these things, so that's what I did. But yeah, I would just make sure that you're eating tons of things like avocados and plant-based fats, even things that I'm cooking in terms of like the bacon and eggs. I like to cook those in butter. I do think that's a really healthy way to get enough vitamin K. So yeah, that's kind of the rundown really, and if anybody has any questions about how I eat, then please just leave a comment down below because I'd love to have a chat about it.
Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone.
I was back at my mum and dad's this weekend, and I've just come across a letter that was addressed to me at the beginning of April after my last dermatologist appointment, and it has literally made my day, so I thought I would share it with you. Just to give you a bit of context, here's actually what the letter said back in 2015. So the first letter is addressed 11th of September 2015, and it basically says my diagnosis was severe scarring and moderate inflammatory facial acne. So this is actually after I went back. Yeah, it was after I went back on the pill and I had basically cleared my acne. It was still pretty kind of flat, just the scarring was so bad, and honestly it really upset me. So yeah, it basically just talks about what I was doing to kind of try and clear my acne, and basically talking about how it was badly affecting my psychology is basically what the letter says. However, I have now got a letter which basically says, in fact, it doesn't basically say anything. It says, on examining her today, she has skin type 2 and there were just 1 or 2 tiny acne spots. on her face with a little bit of oily skin. I have to say the oily skin was actually my moisturiser, but whatever. But this is the bit that really made me happy, and I just can't believe that I have a letter that says this. Her condition is now nearly perfect, and just to prevent any further flare-ups and keep her acne at bay, I gave her the Trecklin gel to be applied once a night. I have probably waited for that since I was about 13, so don't get me wrong, my skin is anything but perfect. As you can see today, I'm still suffering with this breakout from last week, and I've also got another one here. So I'm not striving for perfection, and I think it's really dangerous to try and do that when you're suffering with acne. But the fact that a dermatologist has said that my skin is healthy and is in good condition, and that basically nothing needs to be done, is just honestly the best feeling. And I'm sure you guys can relate if you are either struggling with acne now and you're waiting for that moment, because trust me, it's gonna happen. Or if you've managed to clear your skin up as well, then yes, this is honestly the best feeling. So I just thought I'd share that with you, and yeah, it's really made my day.
Late night when you need my love, call me on my cell phone.
So now I'm going to cut up some of the chicken that was left over from yesterday from a barbecue. We've got the rice and turmeric on the go. So I'm just making a salad alongside this. So in here I've got parsley, I've got romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce, it's got some red peppers, some cucumbers, and I'm going to put a half a lemon with some za'atar and some hummus, and also these like mint leaves, dried mint leaves. Oh, and some olives as well. So yeah. All in all, it's going to be a pretty healthy salad with the chicken and saffron rice, which is cooking away. Okay, so all made. I have made a salad to go with it, so I'll show you the full plate now of what I'm going to eat, and I'll explain a little bit about why each of these ingredients are good for your skin. Also, who else walks around on a Sunday with their hair up in a bun and no makeup? Because it is certainly my favourite way to Sunday. Also, I literally put parsley in everything at the moment. It has become like my favourite ingredient. So I'm going to do some research and let you know whether that is skin friendly. I'm sure it is. All leafy greens are really good for detoxifying the liver, which also has a huge impact on your skin. But yeah, parsley is absolutely one of my favourite ingredients at the moment. So we have got chicken, which was barbecued yesterday, so it's lean meat, and we have got some of the drumsticks as well, so yeah, it feels more balanced that way. Also we've got some saffron rice with also some turmeric, which is giving it that colour. So yeah, turmeric's really good for you because it can really reduce inflammation. We've also got some hummus, which is yeah, a good source of protein as well. It's got the chickpeas, and then I've made a salad like I explained. Yeah, I just try and get as many veggies in as I possibly can, and yeah, there we go really. My boyfriend's just come over and bought me some snacks so I can have a little break from editing for 5-10 minutes. So I've got my pack of tea here, which is the 3 mint pack of tea, and I love this stuff because it's got spearmint tea in it, and basically it helps produce androgens, so I'm a big fan of that obviously. And then I also have my snacks, which is my 90% dark chocolate. Reason I love this is because it has barely any sugar in it. In fact 7 grams to be exact, if it focuses on there. So yeah, and that's in the whole bar, so I just normally have like 1 or 2 cubes of that. And then we have nut selection. So yeah, all of these are really low in sugar again, as you can see on the label, if it focuses, is it gonna focus? So yeah, that's my snack for now, and then in a few hours I'm going to make us a roast dinner, so stay tuned. So I'm just about to start making my roast chicken, my roast dinner. It's Sunday and it's a bit of a tradition for me. Literally since I've been a kid, my parents would always cook a roast on a Sunday, so I like to keep that tradition going. And I know some of the things that you include in a roast might not always be sort of skin friendly, but I do like to include most of them in my roast dinner. So for example, like roasted parsnips, roasted carrots, which can be high in sugar, but I'm going to include them today, one because my boyfriend loves them, and also they're good for the soul. So you know what I was talking about previously in other videos about sort of stress and acne. I always think it's better to do what feels good, and if you are wanting to eat something like a higher carbohydrate food, then I definitely think you should. I think really the sort of message of this is to have a balanced diet, so don't go binging on loads of sweets and, you know, fizzy drinks and what have you, but as long as you're eating good healthy fats, good source of protein, and yeah, some carbohydrates, particularly things like quinoa, sweet potatoes, root vegetables, I think they're all perfectly healthy and good for you. So yeah, I'm gonna start cooking. So whilst this is in the oven, I'm just going to write my bullet journals, and I also have a book that my sister got me, which is just listing all the things that make you feel good. So yeah, I like to do that on a Sunday so I can chill and relax while this is in the oven, and then I will keep you up to date on what I'm about to eat when it's served.
Need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my.
So here is my last meal of the day, which is roast chicken with parsnips. So yeah, roasted root vegetables really. Parsnips, potatoes and carrots, and we also have some green beans. The gravy that I've chosen is the lowest sugar that I can find. But yeah, otherwise not the healthiest meal, but definitely a good way to get your starchy vegetables in at the end of the day. So I really hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Excuse my dressing gown and, you know, my half dried hair. I've just got out of the bath and I'm so full from my roast. It was so yummy. But yeah, that's basically what I've eaten in a day. I do try to eat as much of my diet sugar-free as possible. So yeah, leave me a comment down below and let me know what other videos you would like to see. If these kind of videos, diet-related videos, are something that you're interested in, then please give this a thumbs up so I know that you like these ones. And please subscribe so I can see you in my next one. Thanks, guys.